Greetings and welcome to Mount Olympus. I am Hercules Invictus, and tonight I'm with my Michaels, and we're having our Michael order meeting that is part of our Cerulean sphere. So, welcome, Michael Ammon. How are you?
I'm doing very well. Thank you so much, Hercules. Here in Prescott, Arizona, we just had our first snowfall, so that was really exciting. And I still have my Christmas tree up because, I love Christmas so much. So I'll be probably taking it down in the next couple days. But it was kind of a white Christmas, about 2 weeks removed, but doing well here and really excited. Thank you so much, Hercules, for having me on and for being in the Order of Michaels. I appreciate that.
Thank you. And Michael Setna, how are you?
I'm doing well, thank you. I don't have my Christmas trees up, but there are four rather huge elves that I got in where I used to work, and they're still in my patio, and my neighbors are afraid of them. But I'm just going to say Happy New Year to everybody. It was a very beautiful New Year here. It was 80 degrees, terrible, awful, right? And I toasted. I don't drink, so we toasted the New Year with strawberries and sparkling apple cider, and I thought that was fun.
Oh,
Very good.
nice.
I'm glad you had a great holiday season, and may 2026 bring you much joy, prosperity, optimal health, optimal wealth, and boundless opportunities uh, for advancement and for self-fulfillment.
Well,
Thank you.
thank you very much. I'm very happy. I'm pleased to announce that I am now one of the full-time writers at today's Witch magazine.
Fantastic.
You can get
All
all
right.
my things. We have my January is out. My October and November and December are out. And February will be about the goddess of love, Hathor, in Egypt. My emphasis always is Egyptian. I guess you really couldn't tell. So
Oh, I never would have guessed.
I don't know how anybody could think of that. But so I'm all excited because they absolutely love the ritual that I wrote for Valentine's Day.
Fantastic. And Amon, how about you? Is there anything new and exciting happening in your life that will be revealed to us very soon?
Well, I'm proud to announce that I think I shared this book a couple of times ago. Is that backwards? It's backwards to me.
No, it's
History of
fine.
the occult. And thank you, Michael. I was inspired to read about Wicca and learn more about Wicca in there's an article on, it's called Gardner's Genesis of Wicca.
Let
Um,
me clarify something. There is a
sure.
difference between witches and Wiccans.
Mm-hmm.
There we are. Wiccans are modern day witches.
Mm-hmm.
Witches are much more ancient practitioners. I'm going to
Sure.
get a lot of flack for that, but it's true. Those that have hereditary roots going back, like I do, for hundreds and hundreds of years, are hereditary witches. Gardner is from the Aleister Crowley family of magic. Aleister Crowley, Alexander's, and Gerald Brazeau Gardner. Those are
What
wonderful.
about what
It's
about
a
Eliphas
wonderful thing. It is.
and Eliphas Levi too? Eliphas Levi, part of the
Um,
Aleister Crowley group.
you
No,
mean
so
Anton LaVey, you mean?
no, Eliphas Levi.
Oh yes, yes, he is, of course.
Oh,
Um, but there's a difference between a witch and a Wiccan.
gotcha. Okay. Well, thank you for that.
No,
I'm exploring this wonderful book that Blavatsky's in here too, and it's got some wonderful articles that I've been trying to expand my awareness of the occult also. But Diane and I, as I've mentioned, we're involved in studying a lot of different spiritual traditions and religious traditions. For the last 15 years, we were involved, of course, as probably most of you know, with the Rancha book, in the Rancha book community. And of course, there are a lot of parallels, a lot of concepts and teachings in the Rancha book that, are similar to different spiritual traditions and religious traditions. But what's going on with me lately is, of course, my book, and I'm in the final stages of putting all the content, and I have maybe 20 more pages worth of content, but everything up until about page 450 is all really edited and ready to go. So I'm so excited because this has been a 10-year project, that Diane and I have been doing. And of course, a lot of what I have in the book is based on our involvement with the Urantia book for the last 15 years, but also going back further, I have excerpts and examples of the teachings and information and spiritual insights from different spiritual traditions and religions that we've studied since we came together in 1991. So this book is it's a big project. It's taken me, I started it about 10 years ago. I'm just really excited because it's coming to a close, and it is kind of my way of, actually the book, there's a lot there are a lot of functions within the book. It's like a scrapbook, comparative religions paper, autobiography, a ministry in telling the world about the father and mother, Zeus and Hera, Lord Maitreya, and what some of our wonderful celestial friends are doing on this earth at this time. And as I was writing the other day, Hercules, I came across, well, actually, I was writing about the 10-year plan. I don't know if you remember the 10-year plan, Hercules, but
Yes, I do. I don't remember
yeah.
details, but I remember we spent a lot of time focusing on the 10-year plan.
Yeah, and as a matter of fact, I write in there that we expressed it was, we are anonymous, of course, but we expressed through your radio program, and that was actually one of the very first things that Diane and I expressed on your radio program 9 years ago was the 10-year plan. And then the 10-year plan of the father and mother, of us thanking them for our blessings in our life and praying for world peace, led almost at the same time to the magisterial mission by Lord Maitreya, a 50-year magisterial mission to get us kind of up to speed spiritually in relation to our technological advancements and so on, which of course led to the worldwide religion of love. And I wrote that you were so gracious to give us our own radio program at one point, right? Which was the sixth revelation. And the sixth revelation, of course, the Urantia book being the fifth, sixth revelation was to express all of these programs that the celestials were doing for our benefit on the earth at this time. So I was just writing about that, finishing up the content in the book, and I just remember being so thankful to you and being so thankful now to be able to express that. And now the book is coming out, and it's kind of like the fulfillment of all of that, all of the last 15 years plus the 30 plus years that Diane and I have been together. So that's what's happening right now. And I'm just
wow, that is over 400 pages. That's an amazing feat.
It'll be about 500. Yeah.
Wow.
Well, because I'm putting some of my song lyrics in there, some of the songs that I wrote, some of the ones that some of the songs that I wrote along the way kind of reinforce our message.
Right.
And yeah, and the artwork, and some of the papers that we sent to the Urantia book community, because I was the president for a couple of years. We made a lot of contacts. So some of the papers that I wrote that we sent out to people, even Sixth Revelation stuff, I put some of that in there just to kind of give some context and to offer some of the information we had gotten through our celestial team meetings and such. So it's yeah, go ahead.
Now, you said that 9 years of the 10-year plan have passed. So what is it?
Yes.
We don't have world peace yet. Uh, but what other part of the plan can we try to implement in the coming year so that we could help fulfill that task as much as possible?
Yeah, the thrust for the 10-year plan was to pray for world peace.
Okay.
Was to make that part of your I don't know, part of your life, part of your own personal ministry, was to but to continue that, to continue praying for world peace and putting a mind toward world peace, cultivating peace within yourself so you're an example for world peace, so on and so forth. But the other programs, of course, is Lord Maitreya's magisterial mission. What we can do is we can cultivate peace. We can cultivate some of those like Aquarian age, philanthropic, giving and sharing, altruistic type of I don't know, lifestyle, or the way we interact with other people. And of course, the worldwide religion of love is through Gabriel, Hephaestus, and Mother Venus, Aphrodite, to cultivate. What's that?
Aphrodite.
Aphrodite, you got it. I love it. To cultivate more, to attune ourselves more to the divine, divine truth from Gabriel, and divine love from Aphrodite. So they are doing these programs. Lord Maitreya, magisterial mission, 50 years. Father and Mother, Zeus Hera, 10-year plan. And the worldwide religion of love from Hephaestus and Aphrodite, or Gabriel and Mother Venus. So they're doing a lot of the work. We are meant to kind of get ourselves in tune with that, because all of these programs together are have been designed and are being overseen by the Infinite Mother Spirit. And the Infinite Mother Spirit is in the Urantia book, but she translates into Tethys.
Okay.
She is Tethys, of Oceanus and Tethys.
Now, starting today.
And hold on. Sorry, Hercules, just one second. So she is overseeing and implementing all of these programs, which all of these programs are leading toward a new age, a new golden age on Earth, which will start beginning in like 2043-ish. So all these programs are leading up to that. And it's social changes, spiritual changes, to get us in tune with that and get us ready for that.
Okay, fantastic. And I think I've asked you this question before, but I'll ask it again. The schema that we're using for this particular initiative is neo-theosophical, because it's more universal, and it also allows for different holy figures and religious figures from different pantheons and different cultures to interact well with each other. Because
Nice.
in neo-theosophy, you can have Osiris and Jesus and Kuan Yin getting together for some beers and discussing how to help humanity get enlightened through what's going on Earth. So I like that aspect of the mythology of neo-theosophy, so sticking with that. So I'm glad that we have Tethys in there, as well as the Greek gods in their various manifestations. Now, let's go back to the peace. What can we do here once a month in the space we share to help promote peace? And what can somebody do every day to help promote peace? I'm going to return to you. I'm going to go to Setna for his takes with subject in. But what I do is every day I give a day based on the planets, or in the Greek and Roman guises, of course. But I give a planetary blessing every day. And in with the planetary blessing, I send the energy out. And one of the things I send it out for is for peace and to promote understanding and compassion and love. So today is Sunday. In the Neo-Theosophical, Sunday is blue for reasons that aren't that difficult to understand, but let's skip over them for now. We'll go into that in other conversations. So every day, because I'm attuned to blue, and this endeavor is a blue endeavor, it's a cerulean sphere activity, I send heavenly blue energy out in hopes that people who can receive the energy will have a more heavenly perspective on things. So in addition to only approaching things from the human perspective, they think from the highest point they're capable of thinking from. So whatever the highest is and how they embody and express it, for understandings and perspectives to come from there. So I do that every single day, despite what other planetary energies or Greek god energies I'm sending out. So with the information you've been given, think for a little while on how people have something we can do here and something they can carry over and take into their daily lives. And we'll return to you in a second. Setna Kamwest of Khemet.
Oops, I'm here.
Same questions.
Okay. I have taken my traditions, which are Kemetic, and my ancestors broke everything up into 500 gods and goddesses. And people say, well, that's not this or that's not that. And I'm listening to Michael, and he has his ideologies, and you have yours,
Correct.
and there are thousands. So what I work with every day is to pray to the high energy, and I call it the all high. And that is all the pantheons, all the energies, and it's not named this, that, or the other thing. It doesn't have a generic human mortal name. It has the universal name, the all high. It's above us, below us, and within us. And I want everyone to understand that we have right now a situation in the world where, well, I feel, and it's just me perhaps, that there's a lot of negativity out there. And it's really clouded our thinking. Our thinking, people are very depressed and they're fearful. Look what's going on in the world, all over the world. It's not just here. Everywhere in everywhere in the entire earth, there is some kind of conflict going on. So we have to think about the all high, bringing that energy down. And as you know, I use cobalt, very powerful cobalt
Right.
crystals.
That's my
And so
favorite.
I bring that, it is mine as well. I bring this in, and I want everybody to drink in that blue light. In Egypt, in Khemet, the goddess Nuit, who is the goddess of the night, wears a long, flowing blue cape, which is supposed to be the sky, if you look at it that way. And her stars are the stars in the universe. After all, that's a very ancient vernacular. That's how they taught people who were not educated. That's what the night is. That she's running across the sky and spreading her cape, and so that's the night. The stars and the planets are part of her. But my focus is this way: every day to bring about that blue light so that we connect with the God force, God, goddess, chicken sandwich, whatever you want to call it. Make it be universal, not say only this or only that. That was the problem when I mentioned Wicca and witches. There was a problem between the two sides. And there's dogma everywhere. I mean, my ancestors, my birth ancestors, my father's people are English. And God knows that, and Goddess knows, there was such a mess during the time of Elizabeth and Henry. People were burning each other at the stake because this one believed in this religion and this one believes in the other. You were either a Jew and then you were going to get burnt. You were either a Protestant, and if the Queen was Catholic, you'd get burnt then. And if she was Protestant, the Catholics got burned. It was ridiculous. No matter what, I love there's a quick skit in Mel Brooks, the 2,000-year-old man, and it says, "Right now we're all singing, but I have the mouth." And I like that. It's funny, and it makes people realize if you're all singing and you're all singing the same note, that same energy, that you're going to focus that energy up. Think about it like Star Trek, that you're beaming the energy up into the universe. Focus it that way. If that's an image that will help you, think about the light beams going up from your heart chakra here, um, your heart chakra, up, and your brain chakra going up into the crown chakra, going up into the universe, so that you are connecting with spirit. You're connecting. Woo, I got disappeared. Connecting with the all high, because that's what we're talking about, Michael, is the all high, the being that is all beings. It isn't just this orange or that apple or this prune. It's all being, all energy, because that light has started the whole thing and started it millions and millions and millions of years ago. And we have, I believe the gods and goddesses, and I know you do, are beings that were above us long before Earth, before humans came into the Cro-Magnon period, where we became Homo sapien sapien. I think they guided us. They maybe have engineered us. They put all that energy together to make us what we are. And what we are right now is doing terrible things to each other. Terrible. And we have to fix that. We have to find a way to send the pure white and blue light. White is divine. White and gold and purple are divine. Blue is the healing the power, and we need to bring that out there so that we clean and cleanse and heal the earth, and then join together as one. And that's your purpose. It's Hercules' purpose, and it's my purpose.
So with the understandings that you have and the resonances that they cause that motivate you to do what you do, what type of practice can people do daily? Is it the one that you outline with your chakras and the blue light?
I work with the blue light first.
Okay.
Like the very first lights of the energy of the sun when it comes up, I see blue here in Savannah. I see a blue white energy coming up, and then you get your oranges and golds and greens. But I imagined always in my head a white orb, and it's spinning, and I imagine that purifying my soul, and the blue light filling me with health and vitality and prosperity, and bringing out the fact that I can bring my love energy out into the universe. And I want everybody to do the same. Imagine, if you will, a white light coming into your heart chakra, going up into your crown and into your third eye, and allow the blue light and the white light to connect so that you have the meeting of the heavens and of the earth.
Okay, thank you very much. And Ammon.
Yes, that was beautiful. Thank you, Michael. Can I
So,
see can you show me can you show me that cobalt blue crystal again?
of course, with pleasure.
Oh, gorgeous.
I have
Wow.
many. This is the largest. This one, which is much, much smaller, is a tanzanite from Africa, from
Oh, that's pretty
Tanzania,
too.
Africa.
Wow.
Very, very powerful. And this I carry with me. It's very small. This is it weighs 2 pounds. It's too hard to carry with me all day. But the tanzanite is my touchstone, my worry stone. And the more I use this, the stronger its energy gets. It's extremely
Mhm.
powerful. You can see that.
Yeah, yeah,
And if you can do that, Michael, carry lapis is important. I wear lapis. I have a lapis scarab on because scarabs are
yeah,
eternity. But and I also have a piece of lapis lazuli right there, big piece,
yeah.
given to me by my late husband.
Mhm.
And that's what I wanted to tell you also, that I felt from you. I heard your wife saying, remember also that that book that you've just finished, pretty much, is a love song to her.
It
And
is. Absolutely.
that's what she told me to tell you.
Did she?
That was a love, yes, she did. That was a love song, a love poem that you wrote for her. And she
I
said,
have.
and her energy tells me thank you.
It is. Absolutely. You spot on.
I know.
Yep. I have my lapis too. Actually, I've just really been getting into the lapis lately, you
Very
know, because
important.
and I have the beads. I actually bought these beads because I'm in Prescott here. I bought these beads from some Native American artisans out here. And I also bought a really nice necklace too. And while I was in Sedona, I think I showed you guys, it has like it looks like a scarab on the top. It's a big lapis ball.
Hmm.
And yeah, I just feel like it's been that kind of a connection for me to really help, you know. But yes, it's a love song to Diane. It absolutely is. It's what we worked on for a long, long time. It's her legacy. And you know what's interesting, guys, is you know, Edgar Casey was pretty amazing in my eyes. I mean, I've been getting into some of his lectures on YouTube. That you know, lectures on YouTube are just really short ones, but really really nice and informative. And there's one lecture on there, or one teaching, I guess, that he put out, wrote about. It's called "What Happens to the Departed Soul Within the First Year," and he said in the lecture, which rang true for me, was that we're actually working directly with the departed. That the departed is not somewhere off doing some other thing. I mean, they are doing things, they're processing things, and they're growing and learning. But the loved ones that are left on the earth are a bridge. They're a
Hmm.
bridge that they actually can work through. And I feel like this book project is a love story to Diane, but we're also working together on it, just like we worked together when she had a physical body here.
He's told me to tell you that somebody named Lisa is also with her and that you know who Lisa is. She
Yes.
says that may not be what Lisa called herself in public, but she said
Mhm.
that Lisa's comfortable and that pain-free and worry-free, and that Diane said that she will also speak with you, and just to be blessed and know that you're doing exactly what she knew you were going to. And she's nudging, which is funny with her elbow. I can feel
Oh
her
yeah.
nudging the energy, saying, Michael, you need to have your giggle back. She says, I know I passed on, but Michael, your light is still in your eyes, and I'm still there. And you know what? The love isn't gone, it never will be. And but bring back your laughter, she says.
Nice. I appreciate that. Thank you very much.
I'm very
Um,
attuned to spirit, so that's very easy for me.
I've been to a couple psychics. I went to a psychic in Sedona and then one in Laguna Beach because I had to go back to California to do a couple things. And, you know, they've really said the same exact thing that you just said. Yeah,
Mm.
I appreciate that. Well,
I have a
Hercules.
company called,
Oh,
I'm sorry, I was just going to say my company is called Phone Wizard, and I'm the wizard of Phone Wizard. And
that's
I
awesome.
perform all sorts of metaphysical and psychic things for people daily. So if you ever need my
Yeah.
help, Michael, I'm here.
Awesome. Hey, you know, we just watched the Two Towers. Alex and I just watched the Two Towers, Lord of the Rings, you know, and I cried when I found out that Gandalf the Gray had become Gandalf the White. I
Mhm.
just I just lost it. I just cried. It was just it was a great moment. I mean, it was just so inspiring. And then when he came, you know, when he came to the battle of Helm's Deep, is it called Helm's Deep?
Yes.
Yeah. When he showed up at the Battle of Helm's Deep, and I just lost it too and everything. So, but Hercules, getting back to your question, I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
Um, um, I have the lapis in my little chapel for when I do my meditations and for when I do pray for world peace. When I do pray um, to God for world peace. What's interesting is in 2016, and I just reviewed this recently in my book. In 2016, we were we were told by the father and mother to start a worldwide prayer circle for world peace with our Urantia community. We did that. We were told to do that for 3 years. So what we did was we designated a monthly a month, no, not monthly. We would designate a date and a time monthly to have everyone join us wherever they were. And we were in touch with, 200, 300 people within the Rancho community. So we designated a day and a time each month for everyone to join in our prayer circle. So after the 3 years, we weren't necessarily, we were to change our focus, but I still do that every night. And one
Do
of
you
the
still invite people to join the prayer circle, or?
no, I'm sorry. One of the things they wanted us to do for the 10-year plan was to pray nightly for world peace, even after the worldwide peace prayer.
Okay.
So I pray every night for world peace. What I do is I have I have a picture of the planets in our solar system up in my chapel, and I have you may think this is silly, but
No,
I
I'm sure it
have
won't. I'm
I
trying to,
have
I'm readjusting myself because my dog had her nails trimmed today. So she's very upset about it. She needs to tell me about it and get comfort by sitting in my lap. So I'm not looking for a jump.
is she's scolding you for that?
Well, no, I didn't cut her nails, but she's upset about it, so she wants to sit on my lap. She was on my lap before, and she stuck her head up a few times. Now she's back.
Oh, okay. So I have a picture of the Maitreya Great Tao statue of Lord Maitreya above the solar system. So what I do is I say, thank you so much, Lord Maitreya, for all the work you're doing for the magisterial mission. Please bring love, peace, and harmony to our planet, to our solar system, and to our universe. I do that every night. And at the end, I say this little ritual that Diane and I did with our World Peace Prayer group was we just say world peace 3 times at the end. World peace, world peace, world peace. So that's what I do in the chapel every night. I pray for world peace. But what I do in the morning is kind of like what I think you were similar to what you were talking about, Michael, about drawing in that spiritual energy. What I do is I go outside, and Diane and I were actually encouraged to do this. What we did was you go out in the morning, whether it's inside or outside, depending on the weather, you put your arms up, all the way up to the sun. You face the sun with your eyes closed. You put your arms all the way up, and you say Helios and Selene. You address Helios and Selene. It could be Apollo and Diana, or Apollo, or whatever. Fill me with energy, strength, and power. And then after you do that 3 times, well, actually, you put up your arms, you say, Helios and Selene, please fill me with energy, strength, and power. And then you take that energy, you put it over your heart, and you take a deep breath. You do that 3 times. And then after the 3rd time, you take the energy that you took in and you give it out to the world. And you say, God bless the world, or, please uplift the world, or may we have peace, love, and harmony in the world. So I take in the sun's energy into my body, into my being, and then I spread that out too. So that's my morning. My evening is the world peace in front of Maitreya and the solar system picture.
Do you have a wide range of practices that focus on world peace?
Do I?
Yeah, sounds like it. You're more than
Oh,
one
yes.
to do. So you have.
Oh, yes. Yes, I do. And remember, I wrote that song, World Peace. Well, I have a song that I wrote, World Peace is a Heavenly Peace.
Yes, I remember.
And then the God Bless the World song. So
Yeah, God bless the world too. I lost the capacity to play music for now. But
Yeah.
your songs, they were very uplifting and very catchy tunes.
Thanks. I tried to make them, kind of poppy in a way.
You
It's like
succeed.
the first couple albums I did, I thought were a little bit like slow and boring and were like too Urantia booky-ish, too intellectual or whatever. So the third, was it the third album? This third album or fourth album called The Sixth Revelation. I tried to use like hip hop beats and stuff, to kind of get the message across. So
Is Michael associated with peace in your spirituality?
me?
Yes, because in neo-theosophy, for instance, Michael is associated with the blue. He's associated with the blue angels, and their primary function is protection.
Michael,
Yeah,
he's talking about the archangel Michael.
yeah, yeah.
Yes,
Yeah, yeah. Michael's the guy. Actually, Michael's the local universe father. He's a Michael's son. It's called in the Urantia book a Michael's son, born in paradise, and he's in charge of local universe, 10 million inhabitable planets. Um, he's a Michael son. There are like 100,000 Michael sons in each super universe. So there are about 700,000 Michael sons in the grand universe. Our Michael son, our what I call our local universe father, he's in charge of 10 million inhabitable planets, and he's the guy that has the 10-year plan. He's overseeing the magisterial mission. He's overseeing the worldwide religion of love. I pray to him every day. I say thank you to him every day. So here's a picture of him right here. He's my guy, really. He's
yes,
the
I
guy for
remember
me.
that picture too. And you
Yeah.
associate him with Zeus. He's
He is Zeus. Yes, he's Zeus. Yeah.
And Setna, how about you? In your spirituality, in the mythologies that you're resonant with and that you use spiritually, is Michael the warrior, the protector, or does he have another role or function?
Michael is one of the guardians. In my tradition, Michael is the god, the Egyptian net neter, which is what we call gods, Duabmutef. And they are the four sons of Horus. They are Imset, Hapi, Kebsenuf, and Duabmutef. That's a mouthful, but it's also Michael, Uriel, Gabriel, and Raphael. So I use that energy there, and I will then bring that forward. What I work with is a little sound, and I will allow that energy to fill me. And that will break the silence, break the energy up, and hopefully take what I'm doing and bring it into the universe. My father God, if you wish to call it that, is Ra Heru, which is the birth, which is Ra, and then the rebirth, which is Heru. It's a long, complicated story. I won't get into it right now. But we know that Ra placed his seed, his essence, into Isis when she asked for his secret name. And when she did, he imbued her with his energy because he knew the Ra person, who I actually do believe was an alien, was dying. And he knew he had to renew himself. And so he renewed himself in Isis. And when she gave birth, the child looked exactly hawk-headed, exactly like Ra, because he is Ra. So I call my father deity Ra Heru, who you would call Zeus, I would believe. And it's the same energy, Zeus Ammon. Ammon, after all, was an air god that the 18th dynasty decided was the amalgamation of Ra. So he was mixed and he became Amun Ra or Ra Amun. But my energies are older. So I go to Raheru and I ask Raheru every day to bless me with the energy of the sunrise and to purify my energy as the sun closes at night.
Mm.
So it's for the sunrise and to the sunset. And it just resonates. That energy, that sound changes everything. And if you have something like that, a bell or a gong or something, when you're praying in the morning and at night, it'll break up the negative energy around you. And really, that's what we all need to do, don't we? We need to bring back in the light. I sound like a broken record, but I mean it. We are in non-peace times. We are in chaos right now, and we have to get out of chaos. I agree about world peace, but first we have to have balance and unity and justice. And those things are not, in my eyes, are not prevalent, and they need to be. I am a high priest, and I bring to my energy, I bring to my people my knowledge, my wisdom, and I listen to them because I don't know everything. No one does. And so every day I learn something from everyone I know and I meet.
Okay, and again, this is a process we're undergoing here. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to ascertain how we're going to get all these currents to blend together and to make something not discordant. When I had a group in northwestern New Jersey, which is last time I had the group, I still have this group in northeastern New Jersey, and Setna, you attended one of the times.
Yes, yes,
That
with
was
Pamela. Yes, I remember.
and they used to take this in the library before it took us to my home, and it's still going on. Um, and before then, I had a group in northwestern New Jersey for a few years, and there, mostly everyone was a medium or channeled in some particular way. So it was very easy to work these things out because I could talk directly to the energies involved. So when
So
you say, okay, this is what we're calling this, and we have my band of energies that are mostly Olympian or theosophical in their appearance and in their how they operate and how they express themselves. And then you had Nuit, and Nuit was there. Some of the Norse divinities were there. And so I had an idea of who I'm working with. So the feedback that I was getting that wasn't from the humans gathered in the room, I had an idea where that energy and what it was saying are coming from. And we were able to, despite the fact that again, these are entities from differing belief systems, uh, work out a structure where everybody had their part. So it's going to take a little bit different because you guys are different, but that's what I'm trying to start today. And I think we focus on world peace and what we can do individually and collectively that we're doing, and then invite other people who might see the world a little differently to do something in their belief system and they could learn from ours.
you're
Um,
gonna laugh, Hercules. Before I left Newark, God help me,
okay.
I created a group who they're necromantic. They work with those that have crossed over, but they also work with different deities. Each one is different. One is Native American, one works with astral energies, and the third one is a Hindu energy. He is very much linked to Ganesha and Vishnu and Krishna. And they're all up there and they all work together in a circle. I'm going to bring them, I'm going to introduce them to you so that because you're there. I also have a group in Jupiter, Florida that I've been working with since 1981.
Uh-huh.
And the priestess's name is Lady Selket, and they're still around. There's about 19 of them down there, and I have 4 people up here that I've just started working with in Savannah. So, and there are other people online in my what I call my celestial cyber temple. And I'm trying to tell you, what we've got to do, what we're doing with is just focus on that light in the morning, focus on the light at night, as Michael is saying, and try, moving like when you close your eyes, you're in darkness. And when you open your eyes after you prayed, the light, let the light in. And that'll help. Just a simple thing. Close your eyes, see the darkness, open the eyes, and let the light come. And that's the light inside you too. No?
Right. And basically, what I want people to get from our talking about this next time we talk about it is we're all aiming for this, and we're all working with Michael. And this is what Michael means to us in terms of this endeavor. And this is what Setna does. This is what Ammon does. This is what Hercules does. This is what hopefully Michael Delrucci will be with us next time. This is what Michael Delrucci does. What do you do? So it becomes less important which way they prefer, or if they're doing it a little bit differently, it's the touch, the light, the healing light, whatever color you want to assign to it. We're working with blue here. Otherwise, again, we can't have everything too chaotic, so we need to have structure. And I will also want to determine for us, what is Michael, and how do we work with Michael collectively rather than individually? So these
Think of Michael as a guardian, as a warrior that's protecting us. I do one thing that all of you can do. Break up the name. It means who is like, it's a challenge. Who is like God? Who? It's like, excuse me. But if we can break it up into its Hebrew, which is Mihael, and think of it that way when you're meditating, Mihael, Mihael, and chant it, you're bringing the energy, you're channeling that angel to yourself.
Okay. Ammon?
Well, Michael in the Urantia book is a person, a personality.
Okay.
He is our local universe father. Without him, we don't have life, really, and we don't really have this gift that they've given us of this ascension scheme, evolutionary process within the local universe. Without the Michael Sun, without Michael, we have the Spirit of Truth. We have the Holy Spirit. If you're going by Urantia book terms, we have mind function, cosmic mind function on the local universe level through his consort, Hera, or the local universe mother spirit. So he's like our first father. He's our first heavenly father. Urantia book explains God the sevenfold. He's our first, he's in charge. Let's see. He presides over our first heaven. He is our closest spiritual father. So he could be protector, father, friend, confidant. We can connect with him on a personal level because according to the Urantia book and according to the way I feel in my relationship with him, it's very personal. So we can connect with Michael in our everyday lives and in our overall spiritual progress.
So in our order of Michael, as part of our Cerulean sphere, Michael is an entity that you can have a relationship with.
Yeah.
In the way that we look at things, this is what Michael's role is in our beliefs. And this is how we work with Michael. Is that something you could agree to as an approach? Sadna, how about you? Is that something you could agree to as an
As long as we can keep it in what I will call a non-sectarian, my way is the only way of doing things, yes, then I agree.
Okay, no, if it was my way is the only way, then I'd say we're doing neo-theosophy, and this is what Michael is in neo-theosophy. So there, that's
But I do want to say something else though, Hercules, that for me in the Urantia book, Michael and in the Olympian pantheon, Michael's the guy. Zeus is the guy on kind of the Olympian level, right? But there are so many, even in the Urantia book, there are so many personalities, so many gods that we connect with all the time, and that like Zeus is not just a guy who, after 50 years of service on the earth just went and left. I mean, he's still here. Hera's still here. They're all still here.
Yes.
It's just that my name's Michael, and I really connect with Michael, but I also do connect with the local universe mother spirit. I connect with Tethys and her consort Oceanus. There are so many gods and goddesses and angels now that I'm connecting with. So it's not like, it has to be like one way where, it's this, and this. It's
Correct.
just that there are these celestial beings who have created and maintained this system. That it's like, how is our heart beating? We're not consciously making, we didn't consciously create our heart, and we're making our heartbeat, and all these planets rotating around each other, and this whole universe system. It had to be created, and it has to be maintained, and it is perfectly maintained by some sort of higher intelligence. You know what I mean? And for in the Urantia book, it's Michael. He basically sets up the whole local universe system. But you can connect with any of them, because according to the Urantia book, um, on finite level of deity function, everything's personal.
Right. I'm in total agreement with you. I believe that it's a personal thing and it requires a personal connection. What I'm trying to get at, and again, it'll take a while, is okay, we're putting together a startup company here because it's been suggested to me to start it up. So, got, my guys, here, and Michael as Zeus, who's Lord, Father of the universe, and stuff like that. And you have a personal relationship with him. So, does Zeus want to help? Does your Zeus want to help out with this endeavor? And if so, what are his thoughts? I'm trying to communicate directly with other than human intelligences and see if we can coordinate efforts to bring something about that everybody seems to want, which is peace and harmony on this sphere. More peace and harmony than there currently is now. Less chaos, less violence and ill will than there is now. So we're here. We're each doing our own thing, and that's fantastic. Everybody's thing is their own thing. Everyone has their own relationship with the celestial spheres. But if we're working together, rather than just talking about this or saying what we experienced, what we read, I'm asking that your gods directly, do they want to be a part of this? And if so, what would they like to see out of this endeavor? Not tell us what to do, but what are their goals in terms of this endeavor? So I wanted to focus on some of the things that you had said in the past and that you were doing with Diane, because they involved world peace and things like that. And that's something that I'm focused on. So does that make sense?
I don't know, the words that came immediately into my mind were spiritual development, individual and collective spiritual development.
Okay. And spiritual development toward ascension, toward remembering, toward what? Because
Yes.
there are schools that the Gnostics spent a lot of time and energy writing about and killing each other over.
It would be spiritual development toward unification within deity.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Setna, how about you?
My way is a little different.
Yes.
I will follow my Kemetic path. And
Yes.
Ra and Zeus are connected, as you well know.
Mm-hmm.
So Zeus and Ra want world peace and want us to connect together all as one and not be worried about dogma and just go forward and make the right energies connect with each other. And that's what I want, to make sure that we all connect and put positive energy out there, and that we can pray together and that we can be in agreement with each other. And that's my goal.
Yeah, good. We're all in the same understanding here. With me, Zeus is a level, I guess, of my operant archetype, and that was made clear, if you want to refer to writings rather than personal gnosis, during the early centuries of the Christian era, what's called late paganism, when there were lots of books written about the gods of old and the mysteries and so forth. And there it's explained very clearly how Hercules is king, and the equation is made with not only Zeus, but Saturn and Mars. So those are like a spectrum of the archetypes manifestation, from a young heroic man to a mature man to a more mature man to an old man. So that's a spectrum of the experience for that particular god. And that's how I equate it with a lot of different mythologies to understand it better. But okay, we're all on the same page. And our Zeuses, however we understand them, have okayed that particular path. Am I correct in assuming that, Ammon?
Sure, you got it.
Okay, and Sedna,
Yes, I believe we're on the same page.
very good. And if
Good
we're
doing.
not, that's okay. We're all different people and standing in different places with different perspectives. And this stuff is the most fascinating thing in the world to be talking about. What could be more fascinating than this? So we have opportunity to discuss these things and get greater understanding, and to see each other's perspectives and to hear each other's views. And that might change how we view things, and give us a more panoramic perspective and a greater understanding. So that's the point there. So I'm not born with the name Michael. I've served the role of protector throughout my life in various capacities throughout the years. But I'm a Michael, I guess. I'm a honorary Michael.
Hmm. Well, the angel told me when I was 3,
Okay.
moved, that I was named for that on purpose
Mhm.
because I was a voyager and I was a warrior and I've always protected my family and my people all my life. I'm out there with my flaming sword protecting people and from my heart. So I know why I'm named Michael.
Very good. And
You know, from the very first time you ever told that story, Michael, I have remembered it to this day, and it was a beautiful, beautiful story. And gosh, I'm so glad that you have stayed connected to that. That was such a special event in your life.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's wonderful.
and
He gave me so much. He really did. And when I saw him, he, like you, he was wearing a red robe.
Mm.
The energy was, well, it wasn't really, I'm not going to say a robe because he was, vaporous. He wasn't solid. He was there in present, he was physical, but he wasn't at the same time.
Mhm.
It
our
was,
time seems to be approaching its end for today, and I want to make sure people can find you in between our podcasts. So, do you want to continue along this vein on this show? Do you want the show to be a vehicle for evolving what we're doing together, where we focus on a different topic each time and share information and take the activity that we're trying to anchor into the world that we've been attempting individually and see if we can find some way of doing it together? Does that sound like something we can focus on in our monthly meetings?
I think so.
Absolutely.
If we start with a meditation and then go and talk as we do, and then close with a meditation, I think that would work very well.
Okay, very good. So we will do that next time. And Senna, do you want to lead the first meditation?
I would be delighted to. Thank you.
Fantastic. Uh, how can people find you? How can they phone a wizard? How can they read all your many writings?
Well, that's the first way, either on Instagram or on Facebook. You can get me at Phone a Wizard on Facebook. You can get me at my mortal name, Michael K. Waterman. You can also reach me at the Pernateru Temple, both on Facebook and on Instagram. If you're one of those people that want snail mail, you can get me that way. But better would be email, which is mkwaterman@icloud.com. Or if you want to call me, and you can phone the wizard at 516-650-3691. I do have my classes coming up and I do have my articles. You can also get me, of course, on Today's Witch magazine.
Fantastic. Thank you very much for everything. And Amon, how can people reach you? How can they read your previous writings and listen to your music and tap into what you're currently doing?
Well, thank you, Hercules, for having me tonight and for having all the Michaels. I really appreciate that. My YouTube channel is Michael and Diane Duncan. That's two N's with Diane. and Dunkin like Dunkin' Donuts without the apostrophe. So Michael and Diane Duncan is our, excuse me, is our YouTube channel. We have over 100 and, well, we have 133 videos of our celestial team meetings, Lord Maitreya messages, music, and a couple of my writings that I've put into video form. So Michael and Diane Duncan. And then my 5 albums and EP are on streaming and download websites, Spotify, Amazon Music, iTunes. Just Google my name, Reverend Michael Duncan, for the songs and everything. And then my email, if you'd like to reach me personally, it's Michael Duncan, Dunkin 1 @hotmail.com. And look for my book that's coming out soon, written by Ammon. It's like kind of a quasi pseudonym, it's like anybody could really investigate it and find out who I was. But anyway, I'm writing it by Ammon and keeping everyone anonymous in it. But anyway, so look for that coming out soon. My publisher is going to be distributing that to Amazon and all the different sites and things. So
Thank you so very much. And thanks to all of you for being here today. I wish you joyous journeys and amazing adventures, as I do all who are listening to us on this day. On Sunday, I would like to invite you both to our UFO entity Enigma, and we're going to be celebrating Eric von Daniken, who passed this sphere this week.
Yes.
So
George Tsoukalos sent me a message for that.
Oh, did he? Fantastic.
Yeah.
I like George Tsoukalos.
He seems very cool. Well, you'd like him because he's Greek, right?
Partially. Distinct, and he's enthusiastic. I love enthusiasm.
He's a wild man. I love him. I really do.
In Greek belief, to be enthused means to be possessed by a divine force. So I like George Tsoukalos' enthusiasm. So thank you very much and have a wonderful evening.
Blessings
All right.
all.
Blessings, world peace, world peace, world peace.
What he said.